we call this educational forum. It is educational forum. This is whereby we interview our special guests on what the theme every child is gifted is all about. Thank you for breaking our show. This session will be discussing on the theme which says every child is gifted. I hope that this discussion will inspire parents, teachers, students, and society to appreciate and support every child regardless of their difference. So I have some questions here that I want to ask. And the number one question here I'm going to ask everyone on this stage. And the number one question is, what does the statement every child is gifted mean to you? What does the statement every child is gifted mean to you? So I'm going to start from the left. To my right. Okay.
Every child is gifted things. Every child is special in his own way of doing their things.
Thank you.
So every child is gifted. It means every child will have their own capacity, their potential, their talent in different ways. So it's not all child that has same talent. Or some children have hidden talent, and some have talent that are very easy to discover.
Thank you.
Every child is gifted means every child is born with his talent.
Thank you. Give more.
There's no one giving birth to all the way God has created every individual. He does not have any vacuum. God fills us with one thing or the other. If a child is being given birth to, it's not $1. So definitely, I want to agree with the statement that every child is gifted. They have their own potential. They have one talent within them or not. There's no one that is empty. There's no emptiness in any child. Because when the whole universe was created, the Bible said, let there be, to fill every vacuum in the book of Genesis chapter 1. Definitely, no child is empty. They will be fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you.
Every child is gifted. Inasmuch you have come to this world, God has deposited something in you. So every child has his own gifts, has his own capacity, has his own ability to do that which God deposits in him or in her. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The statement every child protects means that there is no child that is being born with empty labels. So we have some potential embedded in individual right from the book. So far, nobody will train or teach a child that when you are hungry, right, you want to know. When you are being paid, right, you want to know. But the talents they are telling them what to do at a particular time to signal their parents.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Think and say good child is completely useless. They only divine skills and interests. Thank you for that beautiful answers. So the next question I'll be asking: do you believe all children have special talents? Do you believe all from my right now? Do you believe all children have special talents, and why? Do you believe all children have special talents? Why?
Thank you, moderator. I so much believe that every child are peculiar in their own ways. I gave birth to twins. They are not acting the same way. Even if they share the same placenta, by my time we have the one that share the same placenta, they are two identical. Every child have their own potential, they have their own gifts. So, and they can operate at different levels. Is that, have I answered the question? Yes, every child did not have the same gifts. They did not have the same skills. They are not having the same talents. They are different because the gift of God upon every individual differs. To some, He gave apostle. To some, He called them to be a teacher. To some, He called them to be an evangelist. To some, He called them to be a prophet. To some, He called them to be an apostle. So the gift of God are not the same thing. So every child have peculiarity, special when it comes to their talents, gifts, and skills.
Thank you.
Yes. Every child has his own gifts, their own talents. Even when you are twins, just as the first speaker said, the way you behave is different. The way you do things is different. So every child has his or her own gifts and their own where they specialize in. So I will urge us also as a parent, even as a learner, when you know what you can do best, try to work with it. Not because mommy is doing it, I also want to do it. Work in your own area, work in your own where you are good in, so you'll be able to work out well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for motivating. But the first speaker has scattered everything by that biblical quotation, saying that God gave the apostles and the ministers a different and diverse of the area of offices where they can operate. And I believe that is why in the church ministry or industry there is a division of labor in which individual will be specialized. And this is being noticing right from the childhood. You know, at times, from the childhood, children can be behaving in the same manner, but when they are growing up, you'll be seeing what individual can do. And see that they are building separately. All children, every child is gifted. The only problem that they will find it a little bit difficult to discover that gift.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That's a very beautiful answer. So, from my left, I'm going to ask students here, why do some children fail to discover their talents early in life? Why do you fail to discover? We have something that they know that they're talented and they go to. Why is it later that they will discover that they have so talent?
Yes, because children fail to discover their talents early because they don't have people that are encouraging them to do things. And there are some that are talents as well. Maybe they were given birth to. Their talent as well to show that okay, this child is good at singing and drawing. While others they are too slow to discover their talent. So by that, let no one discourage a child or tell a child you don't have a talent. So go and find somewhere else to stay. Because me, I can sing doesn't mean that the second person doesn't have a talent, but that person has, but it's just not too early to show.
Thank you. Is there, can you answer this question? Why do children they fail to discover their talents on time?
I would say why the children fail to discover their talent on time. Sometimes, just as the person has spoken, lack of confidence sometimes make students or a child not to discover who she is on time. And again, I would say due to parents, because A is singing, I want the other one to also to sing. We are not making difference. So I would say that's what makes students or a child not to quickly discover who they are.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm going to ask again. We have academic and non-academic gifts, and I want you to non-academic and academic gifts. Academic gifts, when children are standing in their subjects, where they observe, where they have A's, B's, and stuff like that. So I want to ask you, what are some examples of non-academic gifts children may possess?
Some of the examples of non-academic gifts that children may possess are singing, dancing, creativity, we have drawing, we have painting, we have playing musical instruments, and so on and so forth.
Cooking too is a talent. Cooking is a talent. And what's this lady that has the Guinness Book of Thank you. Because she did cook at home and she won Guinness Book of Record. See, cooking is a talent. So many, even swimming is a talent. So many talents. We have so many which are non-academic gifts. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, I'm going to ask you this question. How can parents help children identify their gifts?
Yes. The parents of nowadays are not there for their children. The parents of nowadays want to force their own opinion on their children. Not make findings or pray to discover what their talent really is. If a child is playing ball. They were angry. They will be angry with them. Why? You want to bring in wound. I want you to be a medical doctor. If you go around to sample the life of the learners that are here, they will either tell you the doctor, nurse, or they want to be a lawyer. They don't know that we have so numerous professions. Everybody wants to be in science class. Everybody wants to be this. And parents are not helping their children to discover their talent. You asked the first question that, does every child have a talent? I say yes. I wanted to buttress on it before, but I thought maybe another question will come upon it. You may have a talent, you may not be able to unlock the talent. There are some keys to discover that a child is being talented or gifted. One of the agents that can open the key, number one, is the parents. Because they gave out to that child, they watch the child growing in their hand. Then later the teacher in the school, in the Sunday school, in the church, in the mosque, or in which organization a child is. Another people that do that is the good elders in the community. I put good elders in the community. They can help to discover this. And I want to urge the parents, they should try to study their word. The teacher should try to study the word, the child, and discover where they fit into. Tailor them along that child through learning, through prayer, in order to achieve that. You can discover a child that is multi-talented. He can have more than one gift in him, aside from academics. Don't let us just be crucifying the child that, yes, you are poor, you are this, you are difficult to assimilate, you are this and that. Why can't we look inward and see what the child is capable of doing and tailor in to that part so that we can bring out the gift that is in him or her. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now that's a beautiful answer. So I want to add this. I experienced something like that. There's a woman. She noticed that her child can draw very well. The girl, she can draw very well. Next thing the woman said no, that she shouldn't, that there is no money, there is no there's no way that she should stop that kind of profession, she should stop drawing and focus on another thing. And reach that dream, she killed that girl's dream. Parents, please don't force your child. If you discover the talents of your child, just try and guide and nurture them, monitor them, not tell them no, only this, do this. Thank you very much. That's a very good, thank you very much for that, a very good answer. Now, Esther, I have a question for you, which says, should school pay equal attention to sports, music, arts, and vocational skills as they do to academics? We discussed academic earlier and non-academic. So I want to ask this question. Should schools pay equal attention to sports, music, arts, and vocational skills as they do to academics?
Yes, I want to agree that schools should pay equal attention as they pay attention to academics, they should pay attention to other activities. Because if you pay attention to other activities, it can also help students to bring out their talent and prepare them for their future, develop their skills, and to end up in their career in the future. So I want to tell us how to inform you guys that even if you don't, it might affect in the future. It might be that talent in them to want to help in the future. So it's not only academics. We should also pay academics and other activities, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be asking this question to Mr. Bola because I have there, it says, what role do teachers play in nurturing children's gifts? What role do teachers play in nurturing children's gifts?
Teachers play a lot of roles in helping children gifts. Number one, I would say, when in the class, you study the learners very well. Even sometimes, the parents might not know. I have one in my class. And when I talk to the parents that this child is doing this particular gift, and she should be able to work with it. And then they plan it back. She had been doing it at home, but I did not put my mind. But as I've said it now, I'll be able to monitor it. If the teacher did not pay attention to the learners or to the child, the parents might not know. So teacher play a lot of role. And whenever you discover anything as a teacher, please let's involve the parents and let's work with it, either in the school or anywhere in the child find things for ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sir, are you press more on the question?
Yes.
As a teacher,
As a teacher.
what role do you play in nurturing children's skills?
You know, apart from the parents, the teacher is the one that can quickly unlock the talent of the children. Because the parents, they are with their children at home for many purposes, but teachers are with their children for single purpose, just to bring them up to educate them. It's because you can discover the talent of the individual one. There are some children, you may be observing them, maybe this was supposed to be very okay in the area of education, but other way around. I can cite a sample in my class when I was teaching mathematics. I discovered that there are some students there at all they are not working in the area of any other things. But come to the field of construction. In fact, none of the students that I call the best student met up to them. They constructed, fine and everything. I need to call the class of the school that please, the parent of this student has to be invited to school and encourage them what they should do. Though it took us time because the parents disagree that no, they are not that because I told them that they let them go for creative arts or design or architect. You know, we should not make this thing up. The difference between education or learning and then the profession. At least this tailoring we still have in the school, catering we have in the school. There are some profession that we have at home and we have also have in school. The education is just a cost light. Just like for you to enter anywhere. The difference between them that a tailor with illiterate idea will not be able to enter some offices and communicate well. But a tailor that can communicate, read and write, will have exponential display and go a more projector distance. So teacher will be the one to because some parents will disagree. One of my twins, my proprietors before gave birth to twins. I'm very okay in science. One, there was first one to go for medicine. He said, no, want to go for new what do you call it, no arts class. You become a god of war. Then the students attended the science and the end. He said, when he wrote the YA, he passed the declared everything A1. But he decided not to go for science. The parents said that he should go for science and go and do medical science. Well, to obey the parents' idea, she went for it, but she tried the admission 3 good times to fail. She couldn't make the jump. She couldn't make it. Later, she's now in the other field of arts. I don't know the idea of the new history, that the mass communication.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, I'll be asking you this question. Can a child who performs poorly in school still become successful in life?
Yes, that's a very good question. A child who performs poorly in school can also be successful. Success is not based on academic results.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a beautiful answer. So I want to ask praise. Okay, I have a question here. Okay. It says, can social media, is that something that drew my attention? Can social media help children showcase their talents positively?
Yes, social media can help children showcase their talents positively. Because we can create an app or a book online that will help the children can come together to show their talent, sharing talents like singing, dancing, drawing, and all that. So if one is good at singing, the other that is good at drawing, the one who is good at singing might be interested in drawing but doesn't know how to. So if they come together online with proper guidance by their parents, because on this online thing, this social media thing has to be guided because anything can into dancing might bring a new system and scatter everything they have in plan. Any scheme what they have to do on that internet on their app. So I would say that yes, social media is very useful for students to practice their gifts.
Thank you very much. Do you have? Okay, yeah, social media can. It's help children a lot. When they have a beautiful rendition by what's her name in school, it was a movie. It was from that movie they brought out that song that she sang, and it's very. And I know if she starts like that, she will become a superstar. Social media help a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, ma'am, I have this question for you. Are talents natural, or can they be developed through practice?
Talents are natural things endowed to every individual. So, and it can, I told you, some of these talents are locked. If you have ever played a game, Candy Crush, there are some that until when you pass a stage before you can move to the next. Abi? So there are some talents that are locked completely. Then we have to unlock it. And I can remember I told us the agents that can unlock this talent, the parent, the teacher, at various places, the good elderly one, the pastor, the imam or whatsoever. So, but some people, you will not even do anything, you will not have them to unlock any talent, they will just start showcasing that talent. When you are seeing them is when you now discover that often this one is into this. At this elementary stage, you might not know. You might not really figure it out. Let me put it that way. Like my daughter, she loves singing. She loves dancing. I'm working on that. I'm still looking inward that God, in what way can I help her with this? But I'm not saying that maybe that will be a major talent. Some child can have more than one talent. Some child can be floating. Floating is the beauty of these agents in order to guide them, to help them, which one do you want to do. Then we'll be able to say, okay, stay on this, stay on this. And I said one thing, that the place of prayer is very, very important. So that we are not going to just ask them to stay on our own wish. Whether Muslim, whether Christian, the place of prayer in bringing out whether natural one or the one to unlock is very, very important. It can be natural, and we can also help them to build the one that is in them all by unlocking it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So, I saw a word here, comparing. So, this question out that says, how does comparing children affect their confidence and development? How does comparing children affect their confidence and development?
Yes. Comparison. What does it mean to compare? What does comparison mean? That means you put this at one side, you put another thing by the side, and you are trying to say this one is better than this. So comparison to me, if it is not well guided, it can lead to another thing. It can demoralize the child. So I don't want us to dwell more on the issue of comparison. Rather, I would love to say that we should try to encourage both the weak, talented child and the one that is good. Yes, good. As a teacher, we have a rating scale. We have the one for A, we have the one for B, we have the one for C, we have the one for D, we have for E, we have for F. You know, at F, in those days in our school, they will just put poor, viral. Nowadays, because it's demoralized, even if the score is supposed to be poor, they will sell weak parts. You can still do much more better. You can be strengthened. All this one, but when in those days when they compare, is poor, failed is failed. So when we want to compare, we should bring a motivational things out of it, not destructive comparison, but constructive comparison that can switch it to both sides, whether the one that is at above or the one that is coming up. No one can be beneath the one that is coming up. I want to believe that language is better than the former one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Constructive comparison, not destructive comparison. Thank you very much, ma'am. Yes, we are. We'll soon round up. I still have 2 questions for us to ask, and I'm going to ask, I will ask everyone seated here. And it says, what advice, that's the first question for everyone, what advice would you give to children who feel untalented? What advice would you give to children who feel untalented?
Thank you. God bless you for that question. I think that one is the card of this program. If this one is not coming out, it means this program is not proper. Despite that, this program, the way I saw it, is not made for this gathering. That is what to say. Because it's only 2 aspects that are here, the children are here, the teachers are here. What about the parents? They are the most concerned in this area. Because teachers can do their own, parents, children can discover their own. But what about the parents that ability or the character of posing their parental onto their children, that this is what I want you to do. Then my advice to those folks that feel that they are not talented. I love that language. When that none is not talented. All children are talented. Maybe for what we have discovered or what we have been discussing since, that failure or inability or luck or to discover or to detect the area where they are good or talented. First of all, our advice is that let them know that every individual is talented. Despite that you have not discovered your own, then advise them not to follow or imitate their partner. Then, according to the former speaker's answer, that the talents can be gifted and we can also acquire it by what we do every day. So let them know that there are some certain things they feel like they can be doing and think the past and the past of their system. So nobody, let them know this one, that they can still make it. They are not poor, they are not neglected, they are not abandoned. It's only that we are here to discover the area where they are okay, where they are good, but they are still good for them.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, just as what as we said now, everyone is talented. In this aspect, I would say we should walk in love. What they need more is love. Let's encourage them. When we encourage them in love, and tell them that they have potential in them. It's just that they have not discovered it. It's still love, but it will still be found. It based on love, showing them more of love without comparing them with A or B, so that they will not feel rejected, or feel neglected.
My advice to children who are untalented is that they should just keep practicing different activities. With time, they will be able to discover it. With patience, confidence, and encouragement, they will be able to discover their hidden talent.
My advice to children who are untalented is that they should believe in themselves and never give up, and they should ignore comparison to others. Thank you.
I will also say self-esteem is important. Every child should have high self-esteem. You should not look down on yourself. If you yourself do not look down on yourself, nobody will be able to look down on you. So every child should not look down on themselves. Thank you.
Yes, somebody have said loved, somebody have said the impact of the prayer. Somebody have said they should keep on practicing. Another thing I want to say is that we should encourage them. And we should make provision for this. Nowadays, the governments are preaching it. You know, our governments are fond of bringing out new ideas. But where we lack or where our strength lies in is implementation, how we can implement it. And some school now they are doing skills, different skills. In those days we have club and society. That's where some talents were discovered. Some that are not good academically. In doing that, the skills, entrepreneur or some other thing, we can discover them and encourage them to do more. And I will also say that apart from all these things, the soup that is sweet, na money killer. Yes, all the skills requires practical. If you want to draw, you need the drawing materials, isn't it? The parent also should be encouraged. The learner should be encouraged. If you want to be a baker, we all know what the sun, the flour, and the sugar are not baking materials are saying in the market. You want to be a tailor. You want to be hairstylist. What is it called?
Yes.
Yes. If I cannot put my head down, you need Oriamaka. What do they call that? Oriamaka, the correct name for it?
Manicure.
Manicure, Abi? Manicure, thank you. You know the wrong one that you have been saying, Oriamaka. Nobody will put down their head down. They need manicure. All this thing costs for money. The parents should put color. There's nothing to discover in the potential of your child that does not involve money. Money crowd all what we have said up. You may not have it in large amount. There's no tailor that will not have that to buy brown paper. They will buy scissors. There's no nail fixing that will not have that to buy nail scissors and some other things. No matter the love you show to them, no matter the encouragement you give to them, before they can keep on practicing, they need some things on hand, which still come back to what money can do. Academically, they need money. In this entrepreneur, they need money. In discovering their talents, they need money. Don't forget I said prayer first, love, working out, unrelenting. And at the same time, they need encouragement. They also need money. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And the last question says, what final message do you have for parents, teachers, and students on this topic? That's the final message. What do you have? Yes, the final message that you have to what you have the parents, the teachers, and the students on this very important topic.
Thank you. Let me start from the school. The schools keep on organizing such program whereby we program like this. And whenever you kind of program like this, even we may not mark this program with any other activities for the rest of it. We can invite the parents, the children as well, and the teacher. The schools will please keep on with this program. And then, as a teacher, we can promise any of these children any area of assistance. But we know there's no way a teacher will not be able to assist the student of people to either to detect or to improve on their talent, to at least to advance or metamorphose their talent to their career and profession. Then to the parents should please and please. When I say parents, if I'm including the parents that are teachers here. When my daughter wanted to go to science department, my wife asked me that can she go, or is it because she saw you as a science teacher or see her as a nursing or a nurse? And that is the thing that I said that if at all she saw me as a science teacher and you as a nurse, something would fit them out. And that thing I motivated her since is the one that gingered herself to do so. No matter the difficulty that she be encountering here, she be able to manage. Than you forcing her to go and do it. But if you think that she will not be able to do it, you say, okay, don't go to science. Come back to art or commercial. And she's not doing well there. You know, she will tell us that we are the one that is there. So, parents, please, they are now in the computer age, just a global world. Call your child, call him to you. Don't just say that want to impose on him, because that is the mistake of our parents. I have a friend that's supposed to be playing football now, a professional footballer. But because of, hey, you are too dumb, don't let you go to field, you want to know, don't let this one go. At the end, the man headed to a farmer. And then not in that our area, they have gone to Bomas or other area to play football. He came an excellence. But the parent was not happy because it's not good given academic or technical sport. Assuming they allow him to go, he might be the one to explore the whole community, not only family. So parents, please, when you detect, or even if you cannot detect, when your children are telling you what they are intending to do, if you don't have area of assisting them, come to center. The center is good, or we have the counselors. The government have been providing the counselors in various secondary and primary schools, though it's no more functioning again. Because the components of counselors to teachers, so they do not do their normal or the way it's supposed to be. But then come to school, the school will guide you how to help that child. Don't just forsake or don't just turn down the idea of the children. Give them opportunity to say their mind so that you know where they are heading to. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Yes. I want to believe he has given us something to work with. If my teachers are paying attention, very well. Come next year, God sparing our life. Everything is not money, but money answereth all things. At our little corner, what we can do by improvising, we should not force it on parents to do what? To pay, or force it on the learner to bring money. We have agreed that we have some teachers that have sewing machine. They bring it down to school at will, and they are teaching this learner gradually. So my word of encouragement for them is that at our little corner, whatsoever good things we know how to do, in order to help bring out the talent of the child. let's continue to do it. Let's continue to do it. We should not be tired of doing good. As the Bible says, when we are not weary, at when due, God will do what to repay us. Let's continue what we know how to do. God is the rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
To the teachers, they should always be there for the children when time is ready. And to the students, they should keep pushing forward till they reach the end. While to the parents, they should not dictate for them, instead they should encourage them. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the end of the session.